Hey YouTube, it's me again. It's weird that I'm having to get used to doing these videos again. I feel like I'm so scatterbrained and my thoughts are just all over the place. I'm not used to talking in front of a camera anymore. Um I guess this video that I'm about to make is kind of more of venting than anything else. I've been struggling with a lot of like body image issues lately, especially, well, I mean, mostly just related to dysphoria, but it's been hard for me because I feel like over the years my dysphoria has really only gotten worse, and in some ways top surgery just keeps seeming farther and farther away. My really tentative, extremely optimistic goal right now would be to be able to get it done sometime in the summer of next year. Not the summer of this year, unfortunately. That'd be way too optimistic, but nice. Um, so that's kind of been a struggle for me, and it's something I haven't really been able to talk to with or talk about with many people, just because I really haven't been as connected to the YouTube world and other online communities lately. So I guess I just wanted to kind of vent and talk about that stuff. Um, it's funny, the other day I had a revelation of sorts, if you will, because I was thinking about, the difference between self-acceptance and self-love, and for me I've never really made a distinction between the two, but I was thinking the other day about how, I feel like, I have acceptance for my parents. Like, that's something that I've always felt lucky to have. I mean, it took a while for them, took quite a while, but I still, I feel like I definitely have that now. But I still feel like, they're never going to be happy to have a gay kid, or especially not happy to have a butch kid. I think the butch part is probably more of a problem to them, though it's hard to say. Well, at this point, yeah, I would say the butch part is probably more of an issue to them. Um, but, I feel like they accept me, but don't really, like I just said, like they're just never going to be happy and proud, really, to have a gay kid or a butch kid. Um, and I've always kind of pushed for that and wanted that and asked that of them, and I don't really feel like that's something that I've ever gotten from them, and I really don't expect to ever get that from them. But I was thinking about that in the context not of my relationship with them, but lately about in the context of my relationship with myself. And I've been realizing lately that, I've been struggling with a lot of depression, basically. Um, that's not nearly the kind that I was struggling with at the beginning of last year when things were so awful and like everything in my life just seemed to be going wrong and all that stuff. So not like that, but a different kind of depression, just has sort of stemmed from my relationship with myself and feeling unhappy about my body and insecure about it and having a hard time liking what I see in the mirror, And it's I don't know, it's hard for me because I don't really know how to deal with it. It's weird that I'm starting to realize that there are all these things that I've always accepted about myself. Like, I've always, more or less accepted that I was gay. Once I figured it out, I, came out to my parents within a year or less. I don't know if it was even that long. And, though I guess it was a year, I came out to them in 9th grade and to my friends in 8th grade. And I've, for the most part, I guess accepted that I'm butch in the sense that, like, once I started trying on guys' clothes, like, I knew what felt right, and I kind of accepted that. Like, I never really... I mean, I did try, like, in my senior year of high school to make my mom happy, or, I mean, before my senior year of high school, really, to make my mom happy and to hold it off as long as I could, but I think I always knew, in the end, that I would wind up being butch, or looking butch, because I didn't really identify as butch then, but I think I always knew that I would end up being masculine presenting in some way once I, figured myself out to that extent. It was more so a matter of how long I could hold it off for the sake of, you know, my relationship with my parents, um, and my extended family. Um, but I'm starting to realize that I'm still not at the point that I want my parents to be. Like, I don't know that I love myself for being butch because it's just hard. It's hard when there are so many external voices in the world that, saying that masculine women are ugly and, oh, if you could just be feminine, people would like you more, which, I mean, my dad has basically said to me in different words. Um, and just, I'm realizing that I still have a lot farther to go than I thought I did, basically, which is kind of, a disappointing revelation. Like, I guess I've just been conflating self-acceptance and self-love all this time, um, and hadn't really thought about them as two separate things, but the more I think about it, or the more I've thought about it lately, I realize that, I really have a hard time feeling proud of who I am. And maybe it's just because I'm in the South, maybe it's because there are so many signals from the South that, being gay is wrong, that looking butch is ugly, that, just, things of that nature. I don't know how much that has to do with it, but I just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling because I'm not really sure what else to say about it. Just that I have realized it, and it kind of sucks, Um, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. Like I know that I'm butch, and I accept that, and I'm extremely happy to have finally found something that I feel fits me after years of trying to figure myself out and not really knowing what to call myself. Um, but at the same time, I really envy, like, when butches who I see, out and about, mostly at the clubs because, in Oklahoma you really never see lesbians out anywhere else for the most part. But, I envy those butches I see who are so, like, confident and comfortable with themselves. I really do. Like, I wish that I had that comfort with myself, and I don't know how to get that. I think that probably a lot of it will be helped by top surgery, just by the fact that then I'll have a body that I actually feel comfortable and happy with and not, I don't know, perturbed by, or like that just feels and looks out of place to me. I think that will probably help a lot, but I think I also have some, just internal work to do in terms of, I don't know, being proud of who I am. And, I wonder if other butches struggle with that. I mean, I can't say that I wish that I wasn't butch. I don't really feel that way, but sometimes it just seems hard that, other people are able to feel confident and comfortable both in themselves and in their place in society, as opposed to having a role in society that's sort of attacked, basically, in a lot of ways. And I kind of wish that either that I had that, or that I had the strength I seem to see in other butches who just have, like a fuck off, I am what I am kind of attitude. I really admire that, and I hope that's something that I can eventually develop in myself. So I really feel like I'm just rambling now. I apologize if that is the case. I hope that, maybe some of this speaks to someone out there. If so, please let me know. Um, I would definitely like to talk about it over comments or messages or what have you. Speaking of messages, I know that I have quite a few that I still need to reply to, and I'll try to get to that today since I have a snow day, but I do still have a lot of homework to do. Um, guess that's it, guys. Sorry for the roundabout rambling. It's a lot harder to keep myself on track when making videos right now for some reason. I guess I'm just out of practice. Alright, well, I hope everyone's doing well. See you guys later.